Hello people of the internet, how's y'all doing? I just want to talk about this because somebody sent me an email about it. I'm not going to say who the person was, obviously for privacy reasons. But they asked me to talk about this, and I said of course I will. So basically, long story short, this person worked in a supermarket, or you may use a grocery store, whichever one you want to phrase it as. And basically, the way bosses sometimes can be a bit of a cunt. And obviously, this is the person was white, not even bothered to even go back near the place. But it's to do with I suppose bribery and how to put it, violent, threats and this, that, and the other. And suppose abuse. That's the word I'm looking for. Abuse in your workplace. And this person, worked in the supermarket. And her boss used to shout and war on the West that crack. I think he's a big tough guy, but apparently he probably won't be when if I have a say in it afterwards. But yeah. So first of all, yeah, he was kind of like one of them bosses you wouldn't want to cross, and one of them thick cuts that you wouldn't let anybody off with anything. And one day she actually sent the email to me. And this is the biggest thing why she told me. It's because she was late because she was one day her friend, or other words her colleague. I don't know if she's friends with her colleagues, but I'm just assuming. Her colleague was took off sick quite suddenly, right, which is understandable at this time. This only happened probably in the last week or something. She didn't say the date, but I'm just assuming that it happened this sometime in the present future, present status, if that makes any sense. But yeah, our colleague basically called in sick, which is understandable. If you're sick, you can't go obviously walk. Especially if it's now you can't walk, of course you can't now walk. And our boss, rang up her and said you have to come in, and she said no, I have the day off. And you're entitled. You're entitled. Like, if you have your day off, you're entitled to your day off. And our boss decided to fire her. And this fellow is just useless anyway. This boss of hers is just useless. I might as well say straight. And she done the right thing. She done the right thing in speaking up and saying. And she told people around her local town too, which I very much commend her. They were, and people are not going near the shop anymore. Which is just the right thing. It's not really them taking down the employers. No, not really the people, the management. I take it out on the management, but the people who are just on the ground, I wouldn't take it out on them, but the management. And I have took note of it. I'm not going to go at the moment in time about it and cause hassle. Obviously, their local authorities are busy enough as it is. So I will. I'm just saying, she probably does watch this because she said I do watch on YouTube. So just to say to her, don't think they forgot about you. I will, as soon as this is over, I will be in contact with the local authorities and we'll be looking for him to be at least an apology. Something. If he doesn't want to apologise, then then the courts will be. Because obviously they had no grounds to fire her, no grounds at all whatsoever, no grounds to fire her because she refused to come in, and obviously it was her day off. No grounds at all to be a tick ass. And I'm saying this is happening all the time. You have employers that are unreasonable. Like, thanks for the God, the majority of employers I know are reasonable, and their staff think they're reasonable. Which is great. It's always good to have a good employer that understands situations and understands life. And obviously now you have to be a bit more lenient, the employers, in paying people that obviously are sick and everything like that. And this is just a classic fellow that just doesn't care, and he just wants profit. And he wouldn't lift a bag, or he wouldn't lift anything. And I can tell by the way she was saying to me, this fellow wouldn't lift apples. He wouldn't. The only thing he lifts is his paycheck, but that's all he would lift. And I'm just saying to people, don't suffer in fear, and don't fear that you can't speak. In toxic environments, because this sounded like it was a very, very toxic environment, and I feel for the employees. But I'm saying that people don't put up with it. Just don't put up with it. This person done the right thing. Saying to people in our local community what's happening with this fellow, and obviously tell me, and then obviously she called out. I don't know what did she say. But she said if I could look into it, I'll just check now. No. Well, she didn't say anything about the local authorities, but I probably will get in touch with them because obviously this is, obviously unacceptable. Even though because he had no grounds to do it. And I hope she does get better. She didn't mention about pay, but I'm sure she'll be able to claim the COVID-19 employment, the scheme to 350 a week. I'm sure she'll be able to claim that, or even the DOE or the social welfare, in other words. And hopefully she will. Hopefully she won't be not without money or anything like that. But yeah, I'm just saying, if you don't put up with bad management in your workplace, speak up. You're entitled to speak up if you're unhappy about your workplace. You work on the same as everybody else, and you deserve the same rights. And that's the thing. And that's why we have unions and things like that. But obviously, shops like these, you wouldn't really have unions. You wouldn't have people over you. But always speak up for yourself. Never be afraid, and never be ashamed to speak up. Especially in these environments. I know you feel like you might not get another job, but there's always plenty more jobs out there. And don't waste your time with them, employers that don't respect you. And as simple as that. I couldn't put it any simpler. But anyway, thank you for watching. Be careful and subscribe for more, and bye.